Mia Moore, Black woman in Korea, sex and fantasy, #fail. This video is actually a long time coming. I didn't want to do this video last year because I really didn't experience this. Really living in Jeonju this year has put me into the realm of what this video is going to talk about. Now, from the title, it seems sex and fantasy, and then the fail, obviously, you know it's not a necessarily positive thing. Well, yes, you're right. The basis of this video is basically the black woman living abroad, specifically somewhere in Asia, and being extremely over-sexualized and idolized in that way. Now, with some place like Korea, you have a lot of people who look to K-pop as like gods, okay? They do everything that a K-pop star does. They believe everything that's in the media. They just don't really venture off from what they see on TV, okay? Now, mix that with not having anyone of a specific culture in your country where you're able to see them face to face and have relationships with them and know them and see how they act, with taking that with the media. Then add Nicki Minaj, somebody like Nicki Minaj, with all the theatrics that she does, and then combine that together and think about the mindset that you may have after all that is combined. Then take yourself out of your shoes and put yourself in a person's shoes like myself, who is a melanated woman who has to actually live here for 2 years. Now, I had this conversation actually 2 days ago with another melanated woman who lives in my city, and she was telling me how she just recently this weekend got in a taxi, and the taxi driver was saying hug time, hug time. Now out here, hug time is what they refer to as, like, you know, trying to get stuff spicy, trying to get it going. Another stigma is that a lot of Russian women come here and become prostitutes. So they like to compartmentalize different ethnicities into certain pots. So the Russians are prostitutes. The black women are over-sexualized, sexy, and have big asses. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. But if you're a woman who comes out here who is melanated and you have shape to you, they're not going to know how to act. I was walking down the street one day here in some straight linen pants, a t-shirt, okay, and some 2-strand twists, not a twist out. And I'm just walking down the street and I hear hello yelled from a truck. Now my thing, how I operate, I don't answer the honks, I don't answer the yells, and I don't answer to the hello, hey, hi, usually. But since I'm here, I don't know if it's a parent, I don't know if it's a teacher, you never know who it is who's trying to get your attention. So here, I typically will just say hello and keep it pushing, which is what I did. So he screams hello, I look and I'm like hi and keep walking. This man proceeds, now he's Korean. This man proceeds to run off the lines that he's seen in some movie or music video and said, damn baby, yeah. Okay, sir. So I continue to walk because first we're not gonna, no. So I continue to walk, but I'm so furious. Like I am enraged because there's no response that I could have given him because I don't want to assume that he knows English. I'm judging that he does not by what he just said. But you know, you can't really communicate with them in a way that they will understand. Now the problem is, what makes you think that you can talk to a complete stranger like that and say that and that be okay, and then you expect some type of response from me? It can only mean that you think that women who look like me, that's what we're about, that's why we exist. You know, the sex and a fantasy thing that Korean men have about women of color or melanated women, it's like off the chain. It's like that Hottentot Venus thing where it's like the infatuation, but it's degrading, it's disrespect, it's like all these things. And the issue is, there is a clear difference between being beautiful and being over-sexualized and only being there for sex. It's two different things. I understand, you know, people are beautiful and people are pretty and people can admire that no matter what culture. I got that note. But at the same time, That's not what this is. Okay, that's not what this is. You know, if it's not our hair, it's our bodies. If it's not our bodies, it's our skin color. It's like every single aspect of who we are. Just who we are, just standing there, not talking, not saying anything, not even moving, nothing. It's just who we are over here is just blown to such proportions that are all soaked in from their watching of media. And it's like I said, they don't have any reference point, no real-time reference point to see black women in the workplace doing things, doing big things, you know, taking care of themselves, not being over-sexualized, not popping half naked. You know, they don't know these things. They don't see it. You know, it's really frustrating. And I started thinking about this year because, like I said, I didn't experience this in Donghae. This is something that I experienced in Jeonju, which is like a moderately sized city. It's not even a big city. And the personalities are totally different, but that's another video. But yeah, it's something I didn't experience until now. I'm not a fan. It's not cute. I can't even ride my bike past the Korean man. Like the other day, I'm riding my bike and I'm mashing, okay, because I'm trying to get the workout in. And it was like 3 feet away from me because I'm trying to make a right. I look now. So I try to not even look at this point. These days, I don't even look. If I'm passing by a man, I won't even bother. And that's another thing. They don't look. They gawk. So he's gawking at me as I'm coming by and starts licking his lips. And it's not just a regular, I need some chapstick. It's like he's about to sit down for dinner. Like I don't know. Okay, like he's hungry. And it's just very off-putting, for lack of a better term. Also, one thing too that I've noticed, the Korean women, some of the Korean women that I have encountered who have been with their boyfriends or what have you, and women of color come around, they get threatened. And I think it's because of this over-sexualized thing, blah, 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 because they think, well, we're trying to steal your man is looking at us, blah, 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 which is probably true, but nobody over here wants that. So, you know, then you have the women looking at you mad because the anatomy is just not even comparable. So, you know, it's really unfortunate. That is definitely an aspect that I'll probably always remember, because even in the States, if you walk by a guy, number one, you could communicate. Okay, yeah, we got that. But it's different when you have no clue what somebody is thinking. You have no way of communicating with them to find out, and you're just there like a piece of meat. Like you can only guess. You can only imagine what is going on, you know what I'm saying, in a mind, and I'm just not a fan. Okay, so, but you know, it's an overgeneralization, and it really sucks because there are people in the world like me who have to live these actual stigmas that are placed upon a whole group just because of what somebody sees on TV. Like, it's not the juice, and I'm not a fan. But I did want to come on here and address this because I was watching another YouTuber's video that was kind of talking on this topic, and I was like, you know what? Let me make this. Let me add my little 2 cents, my little experience, and what I think. This was my video, Sex and Fantasy. If you started watching this and think you were going to see some sex and fantasy, sorry for you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all new subscribers. Please share the video. Like it if you liked it. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Has this ever happened to you in a different country where you don't understand the language that much? And I will see you guys in the next video.